I'm good.
Hi, it's Dr. Epstein, and I'm going to talk a little bit about hair transplantations on Asians, of which, there's definite unique considerations that need to be taken into account, and primarily that relates to the thickness of the donor hairs. They tend to be very thick, and they also tend to grow primarily one or two at a time. And so most of the follicular units have one or two hairs. It's very unusual to have 3 hair follicular units. On the patient I'm working on right now, you can come in and see what I've done so far. Can I have a 0.6? What we've done so far, we're basically bringing forward his hairline down to around like that. So it's around 2.5 centimeters we're bringing his hairline forward. I've already started making some recipient sites, and I use different size recipient site blades. This is a 0.6 millimeter, and this is what I use for the immediate hairline. Here, I've already done 0.7s, and which is 0.7 millimeters. Here's 0.8 millimeters and 0.9s. I anticipate that in his case, and we've already tried them out, and Corellia here is getting some grafts together to try out more, but his 2 hair grafts fit in 0.7 millimeter recipient sites, and his 3 hair grafts, of which there are very few, fit in 0.9. So this is where the 0.9 millimeter recipient sites are being made. Here's where the 0.8, because they may have some big 2 hair grafts, and this is 0.7s with the 2 hair grafts as well. And then let me show you how I make the hairline. You can see my purple line, which comes around like that. And the way I like to make hairlines is I make these little triangles. And I've been told many times before by other doctors that have watched me do this that I should film this because it's the way I'm able to get it, where I make these little triangles, and then I'll show you what we do with them. And each of these little triangles correspond to single hair grafts, and I make it nice and irregular. So I do a first pass, and then I come back and do a second pass. And you also see that I'm creating an angle on the recipient sites, so the hairs are going to grow forward. So what I do is with that second pass is I reinforce with the first pass, and I'll keep on going back and doing that 3 or 4 times. And then after that, after I've created these little triangles, triangle, 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 and reinforced it, then I'll come back and do another random set of recipient sites where basically I'll work between each of these little triangles. So here's one triangle, here's another triangle, here's another triangle, here's another triangle, here's another triangle, etc. And then I'll go ahead and I'll make some individual scattered ones which break apart the appearance of the triangles, but still the essence is that he's got these little triangles which are which create those micro and macro zones of irregularity. As far as planting goes, okay, let's